Hi everyone, this is Liz from Creative Life of Liz, and I'm here planning for the week of January 16th through the, math is hard, 22nd of January, as I said, in my Estelle Daily Classic Undated. For this week, my plan is to actually kind of step away from a traditional sticker kit, and I am using this American Craft sticker book. I have no idea what this one is called. I've had it for quite a while. It's a pretty old one, and I've used some things out of it, but I still have a decent amount left. So I think it's going to work well for this week. And we're just going to kind of play around with it and see how all of that turns out. So not sure what my cat is doing over in the corner, if you can hear him in the background, but that's my plan, is to use this kit. I also pulled this Bic, I think they're called Bic Intensity. It's a dual brush pen. I got it for Christmas, and I'm excited to try this one out. One end is a brush point, and then the other end is kind of like a felt tip fine liner pen situation. I chose this bright blue color. I have no idea what it's called. It appears to be numbered 121. So that's what I'm going to use for my headers and things like that. I'm probably going to go in like a mixture. There's a lot of font mixing here between like kind of a loose script and like an all caps situation. Lots of other font mixing. So we'll see. I might try to play around with that a little bit as well. For this week, I think I also pulled out these two washies. They're both from Michaels, different sets, but I thought they kind of went together and went with the colors, so I'm going to use those as well. My plan is to kind of build the base a little bit, and then I'm going to try to talk you through what I'm adding and why I'm adding it for this spread. So we're going to see how that goes, and we're just going to experiment a little bit. So I'm going to start out with just filling in some words and some other boring bits, and then I will be back so that we can talk through the more interesting stuff. Okay, so here's where we're at so far, which is basically nothing. I wrote in the dates along here, I put in a little washi here, and then I put the headers on all the other days. And that's all I've done so far. Nothing else has been filled in. So looking at this page, the main things that go on this page is I have a weekly tending list, and then I like to track my food. And I think I'm going to continue to want to do that. I personally feel like this full box kind of defines how the week is going to look for me. So I'm going to fill that in here like so. And then I feel like I should find something. These might work. I kind of want to pull in this pink color more. So I'm going to use that, and then I don't think, I'm trying to figure out if there's like any headers in here that would, it's like reminder, note to self, don't forget. All helpful, but not really what I'm looking for. This month, today, tomorrow. There's the this week ones. The days, I totally could have used those, but whatever. What is Pepper doing? Oh my goodness. He's doing something dumb. I know that. None of these really fit. I'm just gonna, I think I'm gonna use this star one. I'm just going to put this guy in just to kind of be a header. And then just stick in this checklist here. And that's going to have my meals, and then nothing's going to go there, and that's going to be fine. This is just going to have my tending list. I do think I'm going to take, I cannot pass it successfully. I have all these this week, guys, here. I think I'm going to use the orange one. And I'm just going to put that up at the top. There we go. All right. We are doing great. Monday is going to be a pretty typical work day. I don't have anything else planned. I do want to start, since I have all these headers, if I can find them now, these guys, I do kind of want to put them here at the top, just because I have them, and why not? So I'm going to stick these right here. And then I'm going to take this skinny end, and I'm just going to mark hours 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That covers all the hours, excuse me, all the hours I need to worry about for work. And that's the only time that I really care about hours. And then I'm going to leave just a little gap here, and I'm going to stick some washi, and then below this is where I'm going to probably stick my workout. I'm not going to stick any stickers there to mark it or anything like that. I don't have any planned activities, so I'm just going to leave that. I do want to kind of add something fun somewhere in here. This column, the way I've been using this planner so far, which it's still very new, so it might change. But my plan right now is to use the middle column as like my to-do list of the day. And then this column is some deco, and then I also track what I ate and things like that. I saw this one earlier, and this says Mondays are for fresh starts. So I'm actually going to stick that down here, and I'm going to let it kind of go outside of the box spaces a little. It kind of encroaches down here, but I probably don't need that full column. So I think that's going to be okay. So that's my plan. I've been putting them up here more, as you've seen from previous Plan With Me's, but I think that's going to work out pretty well. So that's all I have there. Tuesday is super weird because it's not a regular day. So I'm going to start out with, if I can find it, I'm putting in the tasks first because that's just how I'm feeling. I'm going to stick in this guy, this little airplane here. Because I have a couple of flights, and then I'm going to be doing some driving. So I'm going to leave a little more space, and then I'm going to put in the drive there. I know that I'm not going to fit in a workout. There's no possible way that's going to happen. But I'm going to leave a little more space here, and then I'm just going to stick a washi here and call it good. There we go. So this is just going to be a work travel day, not a fun day. That is for sure. But it is what it is. And we're going to make it work. So I feel like I want to maybe stick in a couple kinds of things. I'm going to use this one that says Be the Sunshine. I'm going to stick that down here at the bottom of the column. And then this one that says The Best Views Come After the Hardest Climb. I'm going to kind of center that up here at the top. There we go. And that's going to be my Tuesday. Wednesday is going to be conference day. Which is why I'm doing this like terrible drive situation in the first place. It's not for fun, that's for sure. Somewhere, I know there were these think what I'm going to use, I don't like plan my spreads really far ahead of time, in case that wasn't obvious. I'm going to use one of these. I'm going to use the hot pink one just because that's what I'm feeling. So I'm going to stick that in for all the conference situation. And then after that, the other things that need to happen, I'm going to use an arrow this time. I'm going to have a drive that has to happen. And then my first flight, I'm taking a red eye situation. So there we go. I'm going to stick that in. Again, I don't think I'm going to get a workout in. Breakfast starts at like 8. So I don't know that I'm going to get a workout before that. It kind of depends on how the time zone change goes for me. So I'll leave a little space just in case I can make that happen. I am going to probably still have some tasks. And then I think the one that fits here is courage is grace under pressure. It's going to be a little bit of a stressful day, I think. So I'm going to stick that down, and I think that's going to help with the vibes a little bit too. So that is Wednesday. Thursday. Now that we're doing like this super weird week, I'm going to be so good at doing these things coming up, I think. For Thursday, need another one of these little airplane guys because the rest of my flights are during the day. And then I land at like 9 a.m. So that's pretty fun, I guess. And then I'm going to use this little idea guy because I'm actually going to be out of office still because I need to sleep at some point during this time. So I'm only doing critical work, and then I will be sleeping after that. So I'm just going to stick a little washi divider here, nice and short for the work side of things, even though it's actually not necessarily short, but you know. Why did this not cut away properly? Here we go. And then below that, I want to pull out my Prairie Planner stickers. I will have curling that night. Hopefully I will be recovered in time to do that. So I'm going to mark that there. And then I do want to have some kind of fun something. Maybe I'll use this. I'm not sure what I want to use it. How about I use this one? It says, you don't have to be perfect to be amazing. And I'm just going to stick that right here. Again, down at the bottom, I think I can kind of work with that and it'll work out fine. Friday, we are back to our regularly scheduled programming. Not that you can really tell what that is for this time. So when we look at Monday, I used meeting as my header. Maybe I'll use meeting again, but in orange this time. There we go. And then using the skinny end again, I'm going to mark 8 to 5. That's a 2. I can't say 5 and write 2 and have it actually work out. And then I'm going to stick a little washi divider. There we go. That's all I have there. This is the column for, you know, work-related things. And then I think I'm going to use this one that says it always seems impossible until it's done. And I'm trying to stick that like right up here at the top, but straight. Not perfectly centered, but close enough. All right, that's all I'm gonna put on that day. Then we get on to the weekend. I'm trying to remember. Okay, so I'm gonna use Let's Celebrate, and then maybe I'll use this rose. I think that'll work. So Sunday is the Lunar New Year, so I'm just kind of doing some layering. There we go. And then I'm going to use this Life is Beautiful one on Saturday. Hopefully life will be beautiful on Saturday. I'll have to see how it goes. I need some space still for tasks. Obviously, I'm going to mostly stick here. We'll have plenty of space. Not worried. I can track my food if I do a workout. Probably not, but if we have a decent amount of snow, I might go snowshoeing or something like that. And then I kind of want to do a little something there maybe. So let's just see what we have. How about this guy? It says, "You are a gem." I think that'll be cute over here. There we go. All right, I think that is what I'm gonna do for this pre-planning session. So I think it's looking pretty good right now. I'm gonna try weather down here. This is going to have my food, my task list for the week, meetings. Down here is my workout. This is gonna be food, maybe some other notes. This will be my task list. Same setup for each of these days, except these are weird because they're travel work day situation. Curling being put in there. Typical work day setup again. And then the weekend with lots of space for activities, notes, tasks, all that stuff. So I think I am good for today. So stick around for just a second and you can see the finished spread. All right, here is the parts of the week that I can actually show you. I think this turned out super cute. There was a lot of travel here, so I don't even know. Same with here. Didn't put in the weather, but that's totally fine. I'm not even gonna mention what's left in the kit because it was actually a sticker book, so there's tons left. But if I don't mention, it came from that American Crafts book. I used the Mincho fine liners to be able to write the days here on here because it's kind of like the slippery plastic material. These washies are both from Michaels. And then looking over here on the weekend, this up here, this is a Bic intensity pen, but otherwise it's really just using bits and pieces of the stuff that was in that sticker book, and I think it turned out super cute. There's a good amount of blanket space here, but it doesn't really bother me, and I don't think it turns out looking too sad, so I think I'm just gonna leave it. But I think it was cute and fun, and I'm excited for this super brightly colored week. It was really nice to have mixed into everything else going on in my planner. So as always, please like and subscribe below if you haven't already. I really appreciate it. It helps me out. Follow me on Instagram at Creative Life of Liz to see in progress and finished spreads as much as I can show them. I can't show client information, obviously. Bits and pieces of my life when I'm reading, things like that. Let me know your highlight of the week down below. I had a very busy travel week for work, so that was definitely what took up most of my time and energy. And until next time, bye.